Today, I bring you the story of an extraordinary individual who had a deeply close connection with Jesus. I'm talking about John, better known as the beloved disciple. Throughout the pages of the Bible, we find numerous accounts that reflect this special relationship between Jesus and John, who is described as someone profoundly close to Jesus' heart. So join me on this journey to discover more about John, his relationship with Jesus, and what his story can teach us about the true meaning of friendship and love. John, the Apostle, is one of the fascinating characters in the New Testament. Not only was he one of the closest disciples to Jesus, but he also wrote several books that we find in the Bible. Within Jesus' circle of followers, John is recognized as the beloved disciple, a clear indication of the special connection they shared. But who was John? He was born into a fishing family, the son of Zebedee, and it's believed he was also the son of Salome. He was not alone in his spiritual journey, as his brother James was also part of the select group of Jesus' 12 disciples. In fact, many times, James is mentioned before John, leading us to believe he might have been the older brother. John's family was no stranger to the world of fishing. His father, Zebedee, had a prosperous business and had employees to assist him. Furthermore, a popular tradition suggests that Salome, John's mother, was Mary's sister, Jesus' mother. If this were true, John would be Jesus' cousin. Before following Jesus, John was a disciple of John the Baptist. But after an encounter with Jesus, his life completely changed, and he became one of his most loyal and close followers. There are accounts in the Gospels that give us hints about John's character. On one occasion, Jesus nicknamed John and James sons of thunder, suggesting that both brothers had strong and passionate personalities. Although John and his brother James generally appeared calm and emotionally controlled, there were times when their passion and anger emerged. A clear example was when a Samaritan village decided not to receive Jesus. At that moment, both brothers proposed to Jesus that they call down fire from heaven to punish those who rejected their master. This reaction, though seemingly impulsive, reflects their deep loyalty and love for Jesus. There was another incident, possibly influenced by their mother, where both brothers asked Jesus for prominent positions in his kingdom, showing some personal ambition. But beyond these episodes, what really stands out about John is his closeness to Jesus. It is believed that the disciple whom Jesus loved, mentioned in John's Gospel, is John himself. This suggests that perhaps no one was as close to and understood Jesus as deeply as he did. In fact, during the Last Supper, it was John who leaned close to Jesus to ask about the traitor among them. In Jesus' ministry, John played a pivotal role. He was present at key moments, such as when Jesus raised Jairus' daughter, during the Transfiguration event, and during Jesus' agony in Gethsemane. Additionally, along with Peter, Jesus entrusted the preparation of the Passover meal to him. During the painful episode of the crucifixion, John was close to Jesus at Calvary, and Jesus entrusted him with the care of his mother, Mary. And it was also John who, upon hearing of the resurrection, ran with Peter to the tomb. After Jesus' ascension, John did not vanish. He became a prominent figure in the early church, mentioned in the book of Acts, often alongside Peter. He established himself as one of the key leaders of the church in Jerusalem. And not only that, Christian tradition tells us that John was responsible for writing 5 books in the New Testament: the Gospel of John, 3 epistles, 1, 2, and 3 John, and the intriguing book of Revelation. There is some debate concerning the authorship of some of the works attributed to John. While some critics doubt whether he really wrote, for instance, the 4th Gospel and Revelation, the majority of evidence points to John indeed being the author of the 5 attributed books. John's life's end is shrouded in mystery and tradition. We cannot state with certainty how long he was in Jerusalem, but it is likely that with the onset of the Jewish War, he left Palestine before 69 AD. It's believed he moved to Asia Minor, and according to Christian traditions, spent many years in Ephesus. This city is believed to be where he composed most of his writings, with the notable exception of Revelation. This last book has a unique history. During the reign of Roman Emperor Domitian from 81 to 96 AD, it's said that John was exiled to the island of Patmos. And it was during this exile, according to accounts, that he received the revelations he recorded in Revelation. However, with the change of leadership in Rome and the rise to power of Marcus Nerva from 96 to 98 AD, John was released and returned to Ephesus. According to some sources, he lived to a very old age, probably over 90, and died in the early years of Trajan's reign, after 98 AD. Despite this narrative, some question if the Apostle John of the Bible is really the same influential John from Ephesus. Some critics argue that Apostle John was executed alongside his brother James by orders of Herod Agrippa, in the dawn of the early church, around 44 AD. The story of Apostle John is a fascinating mix of documented facts, traditions, and academic debates. However, what's undeniable is the influence and lasting legacy he left through his writings and his life dedicated to faith. Despite some critiques and debates, ancient Christian traditions, backed by patristic writings, clearly affirm John's presence and influence in Ephesus. Most scholars agree, John's life and work in that region are well-grounded facts. It seems highly likely that John, in his golden years, passed away in Ephesus. But before then, even in his old age, he played a vital role in the church. He is considered a key figure, almost like a bishop, for the Christian communities in the region. Moreover, he was a brave defender of the faith, confronting heresies, especially Gnosticism. It's curious to think that while James, his brother, was the first apostle to be martyred, John was, it is believed, the last to leave this world. In his final days, it is said that due to his advanced age, John was carried in arms to the congregations. Beyond his legacy as a leader and defender of faith, John's life shows us the true meaning of friendship and loyalty. His close relationship with Jesus is a testament to unwavering love and loyalty, proving that true friendship goes beyond conveniences, standing strong even in the toughest times. May John's journey through life inspire us to cultivate relationships based on genuine affection and loyalty, just as he did with Jesus. If you've been intrigued by this journey through John's life and want to delve deeper into the fascinating biblical accounts, don't hesitate to subscribe for more. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, and may God bless you.